Hey!
Living forever.
Alright, wait. Hello out there in YouTube land.
Hello! Welcome to Heroes.
What's up?
Hello out there.
This is Captain Vsauce here. Bringing you your YouTube videos. Hey, what's up?
Welcome to our complete in groupies.
Woo!
We got the group.
This is BB, this is SB, this is T.
We got Trevor.
This is PL.
We got Spencer. We got Ben. We got Parker. We got Nadian.
Are you ready for ICO?
No, that one sound effect. Hey.
Give me that air horn.
I hate that sound effect so much.
We did it.
I go! Yo, sometimes I get my bros together. We got some family waters here. You know, we're just gonna like pound some family waters and just play some Ico, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We just got back from the Pats game, man, and we're all amped up. We're amped up to play some Ico.
Chilling.
Yeah. Yo, whenever I have the honeys over, I'm like, yeah, I want to play Ico, and they like, yeah.
Yo, I told my girl the other day, yeah, you want to play Ico? She went.
Yeah, boy.
We got a cutscene going on, but you know what? You know what I always do? I always just skip them.
That's when no. That's when you lead into your lady and you go, yo, you watching this cutscene, girl?
Yo.
And she go, yeah.
Yo, ain't it so?
You go check out that art and stuff, man. There's a lot of art crap going on, and she go, yeah, and you go, I'm artsy and crap, man. It's not a big deal.
Dude, I always ask my girl if you want to do cutscene and chill.
Yo.
I ask her if she wants to do Metal Gear Solid 2 and chill.
I asked her if she wanna get the
And
sword.
I'm like, I just beat the game, girl. We got like 3 hours of cutscenes, you know what I'm saying? And we're just good to go.
So, where's my gun?
Okay. Legit. This game is awesome.
Yep.
Because there's so much that they do not explain, and that's awesome.
Oh, yeah. You
don't need to be like, oh, let's tell you what exactly is happening at all times.
Let me say that
what your motives are.
I personally last played this game when we first got it, Trev, which was probably like 03, 04, something like that. And I don't remember like anything. I remember the basic where you have you and the girl, and that's all I remember. So it's gonna be pretty cool to see it. And it's just like you guys will probably see on our YouTube channel. We have YouTube, land out there. We also have Shadow of the Colossus, and that one they also don't explain much. But I think in this one they even explain like less.
Well, yeah. In Shadow of the Colossus, you still have like a voice sort of governing what you do every single time you fight a Colossus.
Right? Yeah.
This one's just kind of like you're in prison for a reason that's not really explained. You can get out.
And also, I don't think I don't know if we want to give anything away. The game's been out for a while, but Shadow of the Colossus shows something.
It's
leading.
If you're watching this first, watch Shadow of the Colossus first. But this is the baby from the end of Shadow of the Colossus. That was the main character from that. And when he got taken over and then reborn as a baby, he had horns. And it's not specifically explained, but it's pretty much presumed that this is the same person.
But
they look exactly the same.
So basically, this guy has the worst life of all time.
Yeah, seriously. Oh my God. And then he gets resurrected as a kid with a giant dog creature.
I'm just waiting for Last Guardian comes out in a month. I know we're dating ourselves
already,
but
asterisk, because who knows?
Yeah.
It will come out.
Right.
Shut up.
Yep, got it.
But I'm just waiting for the main character to that somehow be this guy again.
Yeah.
Seriously. Is it just me? I know it's just a cutscene, but does this game have better graphics than the PS3 Shadow of the Colossus
I would
version?
say so, yeah.
Maybe it's because it's like Shadow's like a huge world that it has to render, and this one's like
oh my God,
smaller at a time.
He just fell on his head.
Maybe that's why.
Yeah, but he's got those horns, so
Yeah,
he'll be okay.
Yeah, and this game has more like
dead.
textures to work with.
Oh, you lost already. Trevor, you're so
Trev,
bad.
you were supposed to. It's like Parker and I are playing Resident Evil 5, and we'll just be sitting there talking, and all of a sudden there'll be a freaking like quick time event, and we're like, oh, we died. Cool.
Hey Ben, what's your opinion on actually sitting down and playing all of RE6 co-op?
Dude, we're doing that one next, and you are gonna deal with it because it sucks so bad.
I sort of want to do that in the future, just for the hilarity of it.
Okay, so it was. I don't think Well, co-op is obviously like the least painful way to take it. However, that being said,
Actually, in RE6, since your companion can't die, unlike RE5, it's actually easier just to play it by yourself.
Yeah.
So instant deaths, if one
RE5
of you guys
is
die.
tough with her.
I remember. Okay, so I remember we got through. I don't even remember the new character's name. We went through
Jake.
Jake. Yeah, we went through his campaign.
You
and
chose
then,
the worst one first.
Dude, I did the
Yeah,
same thing
we
when that
did.
game first came out. I was playing it and I was really not enjoying it. And I talked to Trev. I was like, "Dude, I did Jake's quest first," and he was like, "What? You did the worst one first?" And when I finished it, I had so little gusto to finish it that I just didn't play anymore.
Yeah.
I knew I still had Leon, and Trevor was like, "Leon's quest is okay," and I was
Yeah,
like,
you
"Yeah, but
really-
I played Jake's
Okay,
quest."
so I was playing with Travis. Me and Travis were doing co-op, and we got to Leon's quest. And there was one quick time event where
Yes.
where an ambulance like crashed through a wall and into us, and the prompt was up for like half a second, and we didn't react in time, and we instantly died. And that's when we put the game down and never picked it up again, ever.
Yeah,
Good decision.
Parker and I are on the final boss of Resident Evil 5, and once we do that, we're gonna go to 6 because, well, it has 3 quests. I mean, it's
Oh,
triple.
wow.
It's triple as good, right?
Triple the game.
Triple
Dude,
the game.
this game has like, other than like Prince of Persia, some of the best like motion animations
Oh,
of
yeah.
any game.
Yeah.
Like, they're very satisfying. Like when you're playing it, when you're like manning the controls, it's just like so satisfying.
Now, I will say,
Act-
since this is like an ICO game, Team ICO, it does have sort of weird physics, and it doesn't quite control like Shadow Colossus because you have a controlled arc jump. So once you jump, you can't move at all.
Right.
Unlike
right.
Shadow of the Colossus, which is very floaty and you can control everything. But other than that,
Which makes sense because I mean, Shadow of the Colossus is a little bit more precision of like landing on Colossus and doing stuff. Like I mean, I guess there's a bit of platform like trying to get exact on this, but
Do you know what's funny? If this game came out today, it would be more of a horror game than almost anything else on the systems nowadays. Because it has like a lot of elements of horror, like not knowing what's going on is one of like my biggest elements of like a horror game. Unlike
right.
jump scares,
this
where that's
this
all
game
that people
actually
really care
reminds me
about.
of Parker. What's that one game called? Out of This World.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Super good.
AK.
And again, that one had great animations of the motion and stuff. Like
Yep.
when you'd run and stop and stuff. Like, I'd do a let's
Yeah.
play of that anytime because that game.
Yeah,
That game from my childhood is the I died instantly game.
Yeah,
I quit.
don't know how to play this. Yeah, that was the one that I like. You know, it was pre-internet, so I was like playing this game and I was like, what? And then it was like, I thought it was just an impossible game, and then I like completed the first task, which was just like getting out from the thing without drowning, and I was like, oh my god, this game is like the best game ever, because I was like so satisfied.
It
having
opens up
completed
so much. It's not just the same screen.
Yeah, I remember a couple years ago I tried playing Heart of Darkness, and I was playing it for probably a couple hours, and I would just keep dying over and over. I would like make very little progress, and then I would die for like an hour straight, and I was like, this is not fun.
Right.
I think Heart of Darkness is considered worse than Out of
Yeah.
In terms of constantly dying. Yeah.
Nice camera.
Depth grabs.
Oh, that's one-hand grab. I love it.
What?
Yeah, I think they remastered Ico way better than Shadow Colossus. I don't think Shadow Colossus is that bad, but
No, but
this
just
one they can focus on it because there's like textures.
Yep, and it's not a huge dude. Open world games with big worlds will always look worse than like preset games. That's why when God of War 4 or whatever comes out, it is gonna be gorgeous because they're pre-rendered background. I think that's the way to say it, pre-rendered backgrounds or whatever. And it's probably gonna be the best looking game on a console when it comes out because God of War just looks great. But it's also not like, oh, I have to load this entire Grand Theft Auto world, you know, whatever.
Oh yeah. By the way, I was actually kind of looking for. I've never actually played a God of War game before.
They're
but,
awesome.
They're
Very
fun.
satisfying.
Yep, they really are.
but 4 looks like really good.
3
I like
was
what they
great
did with the
when
setting.
it came out. Like it looked, for the time, it was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing.
Yeah, I kind of maybe once I'm all done with my co-op stuff, maybe I'll go through God of War 3 again on PS4 because that's just a fun game, man. Like, there's so many hashtag epic moments. epic. Do 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 do. That's how I feel when I'm playing that game. Oh, Trev, I'm playing Ratchet and Clank for PS4.
Oh, I took a copy of that home because it apparently got remastered for PS4 Pro. I haven't got to it yet.
Like it's like better for PS4 Pro than it is.
All of the first party games are getting. I'm playing that one. While I can't play it for very long because I kind of hate it. It looks incredible.
I'll have to check that out on the PS4 Pro sometime.
Did you play Uncharted 4?
I did. I beat it, but I played it on the normal PS4.
I just got to Madagascar when you get the Jeep, and man, like, the PS4 Pro makes that look absolutely
It's
incredible.
such a big place, too. Like, it's so huge.
But, like,
weight made the difference.
Uncharted 4, I played for, like, 45 minutes, and I'm like, I am
Well,
tired
it's
of
literally
this.
just do a little bit of Tomb Raider stuff, shoot, do a little Tomb Raider stuff, shoot.
That fall has the potential to break your back.
I really like the story and
that
stuff.
Okay.
Jacob was playing Uncharted 1, and I just remembered that that's like 90% shooting, and I'm like, hey, how much fun are you having? He's like 0.
Uncharted 1 is not good.
I also speak in spiders.
Wow. Hieroglyphs. That's interesting. Given that that's a way of writing in the spoken language.
So this is one of the reasons why this reminds me of Adam's World. See how these shadow guys? Now, this is probably the biggest flaw of this game. I think the combat gets out of hand because it's really simplistic and just annoying, and they do it way too much.
Right.
I think if it happened once in a while, or had more like stakes other than it happens every single room.
Right.
But
Yeah.
basically, you just mash
And
square.
it plays out the same way each time. There's no combos to learn or anything like that. Makes sense.
No, but I was gonna say about the Ratchet and Clank is I actually I'm enjoying it, and it's kind of different because Captain Quark, it's like a remake, but it's kind of different. Captain Quark tells the story like as it's happening, so he'll be like the kind of like Prince of Persia, where he'll be like, no, that didn't happen, kind of thing. But what I was gonna mention is I don't think the graphics on it are like super great, which actually is surprising for a Sony game.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see what that looks like on the Pro then,
Yes.
because it's fun as heck. But I'm just like,
The yanking. Oh, so good.
That was weird. He just didn't do it. Okay, so I gotta remember.
Wow.
So I was replaying this, and I skipped I skipped every couch because I was like, whatever, this game's easy. And then I died like an hour and a half in, and it started me at the beginning. So I was like,
You know what?
hey, could
Sit
you
on every couch. Oh, that was always annoying. Coaxing her to get on the couch.
man, I didn't even remember this game has couches.
Yeah.
Like, I remember so little about this. Look at that, like, for some reason, this, like, save box thing looks, like, so out of place.
Yeah.
Like, it's just weird.
yeah,
And this music.
Would you like to turn on your Windows ME computer? Why, yes, I would.
Come on, girl. You
Hey,
wanna
girl.
Sit down? Come on, girl. You want to sit down?
When you're in the middle of platforming and chill, you just gotta sit down, you know what I'm saying?
Generally, I think because this game is an escort mission, they do it good enough because you really don't have to rely on her AI. Because pretty much if you're not holding down R1, pulling her along, she doesn't do anything. So
Yeah,
you just
exactly.
you
She
just have
doesn't,
to
like jump off a cliff or
yeah,
anything.
you just have to like protect her from shadows and then use her as a puzzle piece to open these blocks.
Yeah.
If the middle part of a bridge fell out like that, wouldn't, like, the whole bridge fall?
Nope, you're done.
Really?
But like Resident Evil 4, you're like, oh, please don't die all the time.
Oh, because she just, like, walks into the enemies.
Resident Evil 4?
Yeah, Ashley.
Oh, I thought she was pretty good in that. I
The
feel
best-
like that's
the best-
frequently cited as like one of, okay, this escort mission's okay because
Yeah, but how many
it's like
times?
80%
How many
of the
times?
game.
But that's like no one likes escort missions, right? So it's like if you have one that's decent, I guess you'd be like, wow, it's really good. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But
and
it's
they
like,
did.
when are you
Like,
ever-
It's 80%.
When are you ever like,
and
I
it was, like, the
enjoyed
first...
this escort mission? Like it never happens.
It was
Basically,
like,
I think
was most of the game, and Resident Evil 4 was like a landmark title. Everyone like gave it.
Resident Evil 4,
reviews.
there's a lot of times, only 50% of the game is probably escort, and there's also a lot of times when you can just hide her in like a thing, and you can just be like, okay, whatever.
Some of the biggest rooms, they'll just be like a
You can't
huge
hide her.
crate, and it's like, okay, whatever.
So if you're out in the open and like you're trying to dodge stuff, she just gets hit. There's nothing you can do.
I will say that RE5, like, after, like Spencer and I are playing co-op, but then I'll go back and play missions over by myself just to upgrade my weapons, and it's pretty good. Like the AI, like for her, like you can tell her to do stuff, Sheva or whatever, and she'll like do a pretty good job with it. In fact, it's kind of like a cheat code for some of the bosses. Would be tell her to do the hard part, and she'll just do it and like do it perfectly because she's AI. And it's like, great, thank you.
Oh, that freaking Wesker battle, you could probably give her the rocket launcher and it'll
Yeah,
be like
like,
boom, done.
Yeah, you just give her things and you say command her to do this or that. So like, I forget which one it was, the thing with the snakes or whatever. I commanded her to have the flamethrower, and she was so much better at it than I was doing.
Huh.
And like, I killed that snake dude in like no time at all with the one where you were running around that square with the flamethrower.
Yep, that took us forever. Yep. Huh.
Hey!
Maybe I should just bow out and let you finish the Wesker boss with CPU.
We got it.
Oh, right.
Yes. Sweet.
Like I said, I don't remember anything about this game. Is the kid's name Aiko or
They don't have names. Just
They
like.
They don't say anything.
so? What is Aiko then?
You don't know anything.
Oh,
Aiko is the name of your stick.
oh. Yeah, it does seem like they should not have this as often. Like, what's the point of having this here? You know?
Yeah, there's way too much combat in this game. I think, like I said, if there's higher stakes and less rooms that do it, it'd be fine. But it's pretty much once every room.
Holy crap!
Oh, that's creepy
That
as
girl's
hell.
just like.
Damn!
She's literally just like early versions of Princess Peach, where it's like, sorry, I got taken again. My bad. I'm just standing here.
And also, sort of the frustrating thing is that sometimes the AI is sort of good and like avoids you perfectly, and it's
Right.
like, come on, they can't hurt me. They only stun me. They're only going after her. But why are you so hard to like beat?
One thing that's like some cool like lore or whatever you want to say to notice is that like some of the shadow things clearly have words.
Yep.
So is it like, are these ghosts of the children that have been captured, or like what are they?
And they sort of go back into that, like sort of explaining where it is. Is there still more?
I say that one would just be chilling up there. Oh, wow.
And there's sometimes when I'm playing this game, and like this room was actually one of them where I'm like, what do I do? Like,
Right.
even with the box there, like it looks like such a huge
Yeah.
like jump, but she can just do it because I mean she's pretty tall. But there's some leaps of faith that are like really long. I'm like, can she do this?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
this looks like she jumps pretty high. It's like,
I mean, you have
wow.
your stick a little bit more, but I guess she doesn't grab that, but still.
But like after I got used to it, like, oh, if it looks too far, you can probably do it anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, the textures and stuff on this are just awesome. Like on this outside of this castle.
The best thing, one of the other cool things about this is as you're playing and you go outside and you can kind of see the scope of like building and stuff, you'll see spots that then later you'll be like, oh, I'm in that spot I saw.
Yeah,
earlier.
it's
Which
actually
is
coming
so
up. It's coming up really soon. Like you go on this like railroad, and you see specific spots that you already been before. And it's like
Yeah.
there's actually like going on.
Yeah, which is pretty neat. I mean, for something that like clearly like each section is like a loaded then pre-rendered thing, like they really thought out like the way it would look at each angle.
If I was an architect, if I worked in like architecture or something like that, and like I was like doing like if they literally hired me to be an architect for like making this, that'd be.
Yeah.
I'm sure they had to. They're not just getting some designer to be like, hey, make this huge sprawling like thing. It's probably like, something actually there.
Right. They probably like were like, here's the like puzzles we want to do.
Hey, I saw. I was like, I'm sure they're still on.
So when you were playing through and you died accidentally, was it from jumping off something or
Yeah, I
pulled away?
I let go of R quickly and I just fell off something. And I was like, oh, okay, I'll just start right there.
Oops.
Nope. It started me at like one of the first cutscenes in the game. I'm like, I'm done.
You're like, I will use those couches more often. Yeah, it was one of those things like when you play a lot of newer games to then be reminded of what games used to be like. Like even like further back than this, you'll be playing a game and then you're like, oh right, there's like not starting you from.